Hey guys, and welcome back. This is my second trimester recap video, and I'm gonna try to talk slower this time. I know, like, whenever I watch other people's videos and they're talking super fast, it kind of gives me anxiety, so I don't want to give you anxiety, but I don't know, it's been a long time since I've filmed. As you guys could tell, I've not been posting a lot of videos, and I apologize. I was gonna try to do it every 2 weeks or so, and clearly that didn't work out. So this is from weeks 13 through 28, basically the whole second trimester, which I have to say was the easiest trimester out of all of them. I am currently in my third trimester, 29 weeks, 2 days tomorrow. So it's a big accomplishment because I've never made it into the second trimester. If you guys didn't know, I've had 4 losses and this is my 5th pregnancy. So I can't believe we made it this far, and I'm praying every single day that, you know, baby's still good and growing. But anyways, if you guys want to watch my second trimester recap, please keep on watching. Sorry if I sound a little nasally. Second trimester, right away at 12 weeks, my nausea, morning sickness completely went away, which is wonderful because during the first trimester, I was throwing up almost every single day. And we are having a boy, so if you guys were wondering, yes, I will leave that video up here, the little gender reveal. But yeah, thank goodness that went away because I was super miserable. I felt like I had the flu for weeks. More energy, and my sense of smell wasn't as sensitive, which is always good. My face and hair, I would say a little bit more on the drier side, but not like super flaky. I can get away with washing my hair once a week now, which is crazy because I used to have really oily hair, and I'm kind of bumming it out again today, but that's just pregnancy. At least I have a little bit of makeup on, but I'm still currently taking my antidepressant Prozac, which is 10 milligrams. That's the lowest dosage, and I have to say that is the best thing I've ever done while pregnant. It's helped my mood tremendously. I suffer from, I think it's called MDD, major depression disorder and anxiety disorder, and I really needed to be on them while pregnant, and it's seriously been the best because I don't feel super hormonal. I don't feel, you know, depressed, sad, no thoughts of suicide or anything like that. And your mood, guys, your mental health has to come first, especially when you're carrying a child. That affects them. If you're stressed out, if you're worried all the time, and I just did not want that. I didn't want to be, you know, like super moody or depressed. So if you guys have suffered from that and you are planning to have a baby or, you know, become pregnant, I would really recommend talking to your psychiatrist or doctor because it's been the best. And yeah, I don't know what else to say about that, but I still haven't done a whole dedicated video about antidepressants during pregnancy, but I really recommend it. Like once I hit 12 weeks, the heartburn, whew, I've never had it so bad. And I was taking Tums, but they really don't do anything. I mean, you can take up to 6 or 8, depending which ones they are, but they don't really do anything. And it was keeping me up at night. Everyone told me Zantac, you can get it over the counter. And I'm so weird. I don't really like taking medicine unless I really need to. So I finally was like, okay, let me talk to my doctor. And my midwife, she was like, yes, I will give you a prescription for Zantac. She gave me Zantac 150. I think the generic name is Renadine. I didn't take it for some reason, but I went to Target and got the 75 milligram, which I'm so glad I did because it's been a lifesaver. Just like the antidepressants, it's helped so much with heartburn. If you have acid reflux, ooh, that acid reflux, that's the worst too. But that's the only thing that's helped. And then sometimes before bedtime, I'll take maybe 1 or 2 Tums and that's it. I don't have any problems. I told you guys that I switched, well, when I had morning sickness, I couldn't even take my prenatals, but I did. I just had to forcefully try to chew them up. I had the gummies, and then I just switched over to Flintstones Gummies Complete. This is not a prenatal, but anyone will tell you it's fine to be on gummies or something that's not, you know, a prenatal, as long as there's some nutrients in it. And I don't need iron. So far I haven't had low iron, so these have been wonderful. They're yummy. They don't even taste like a gummy, because the prenatal gummies, they were making me sick. Just the taste of them, I can't even think about them. They're so nasty. So I just switched over to Flintstone gummies. Oh, I really recommend Gas-X, because once your baby starts getting bigger, you start getting more digestive problems, and I started getting horrible trap gas, which is, you can double over in pain. I had it one time. It was so bad. It was all the way in my back. It felt kind of like contractions, but it was just trap gas, and it hurt so bad I actually puked. And once I had a bowel movement, I was completely fine. So, you know, your stomach and all that is a lot more sensitive during pregnancy, and the Gas-X, that helps with all the gas, all the trap gas, especially now that baby's getting bigger. The trap gas is even worse. It'll be up here, and it's the worst feeling ever. I think it's worse than having heartburn. Yeah, sometimes worse than period cramps. And you guys know, if you guys have suffered from period cramps, those can be just so intense. I always had intense menstrual cramps, but the trap gas, I can't even function. But Gas-X, just the extra strength, the little green pill, awesome. And you can use it during pregnancy. It's safe. Always talk to your doctor first, or do some research. There's a lot of places online where you can, you know, Google, and it'll just show you the list of medications that you can take. Like, for instance, pain medication, the only thing you can take is, what is this? Tylenol extra strength. So whenever I had leg cramps or sciatica pain, which is the nerve pain, that happened a lot more in the second trimester. I only had it twice, but it's just really annoying. And I did take 2 of these, 1 or 2, the Tylenol, and it really helped a lot. Speaking of medications and the not so fun things, let's talk about hemorrhoids. And if you guys are not familiar with hemorrhoids, what that is, I'm gonna try to explain it, but basically you're bleeding from your rectum. Bleeding, itching, it can be caused from a stool, because a lot of the times you'll be constipated. And I thought I had a hemorrhoid, but what happened, I was pushing too hard. Yeah, TMI, don't do this. Don't force yourself to go poop. Because I did that, and I was like, I think I have to poop. Like, I gotta poop. And then I scared myself, and there was blood in the toilet. I seriously had like a mini heart attack. And I wiped, you know, in the vag area, no blood. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, blood is coming out of, you know, my rear. And what happens, you can bleed because you're putting so much pressure. So don't force yourself to take a number 2. But if you have a big bowel movement too, you can get a hemorrhoid. You know, there's a lot of pressure and the blood vessels and whatnot. That's an ugly side of pregnancy, but it's so common. So don't worry if you have one of those. It's an easy fix. They just go away on their own. But if you have like the itching and the burning, there's wipes and other stuff. Luckily, I didn't have to use any of those. But I explained to my midwife what happened, and she's like, don't force yourself. But she did give me stool softeners. For a couple of weeks, I was really craving protein and I wasn't getting enough fiber. So I really suggest fiber gummies. And if those aren't enough, and if you don't get enough fiber in your diet, I would take like a fiber supplement and also a stool softener. But of course, talk to your doctor or midwife. They can prescribe you things that are safe during pregnancy. But yeah, that's not fun when you're constipated. I mean, you can have diarrhea too. I haven't had much of that. But yeah, pregnancy, I'm not one of those women that I'm 110% in love with it. You know, the women that are like, oh, pregnancy is the best thing ever, and they're just so happy. No, there's been some days I've been a little bit miserable because of the pains and, you know, whatnot. But it's so worth it. I am so lucky and blessed, and I'm just so excited. Speaking of midwives, I don't know if I'd shared this in my first trimester recap, but I did not like the first midwife I had. If you are not comfortable with the doctor or the midwife, say something. You can always get another one. And that's what I did. I'm just so glad I did, because this new midwife, she's listened to me every single time I come in for my appointment. She's very caring. You know, I go on my phone and I tell her, okay, this is what I want to talk about today. She goes above and beyond to answer my questions and everything. And I just feel a lot more prepared, and, you know, like, not like the other midwife that whenever I talked to her, she didn't answer any of my questions. So if you're not comfortable with your doctor or midwife, get another one, because they're not all the same. And that, I really recommend doing that. I wish I did it sooner, but at least I still have her, and hopefully she'll be there for labor and delivery. Because I have actually gained a total of 20 pounds from week 0 to 29, which is huge because I've always had an issue with trying to gain weight. I'm one of those people that have a very high metabolism. Just trying to gain 2 pounds in a couple months, I couldn't even do it. And pregnancy, for some reason, is the only time that I've been able to gain weight. And my midwife is very pleased with my weight gain, and I am too. I'm not self-conscious about my body. I love it. I love, you know, being a little bit curvier, and I just feel better. I don't feel bad because I'm gaining weight. You're supposed to gain weight. You know, it's not like I'm gaining like 50 pounds, but you're supposed to gain a certain amount of weight depending on your BMI and whatnot. And just take it as it is, you know, just be happy that your baby's doing well, that you're feeling well, and don't worry about the weight, because you're probably gonna lose it anyway. I'm kind of sad that I'm probably gonna be one of those people that I'm gonna have the baby and the very next day it's like, oh, you just had a baby. Because a lot of people still tell me, oh, you're so small, you know. But I've actually gained 20 pounds, which is awesome. And I haven't done anything different in my diet. I haven't been overeating. I don't feel like I've been eating a lot anyway, but I mean, I added more protein, and pregnancy just naturally, I think, you know, you just put on some weight. But yeah, that has been awesome, and I have been buying a lot more maternity clothes. In the first trimester, I can get away with wearing like regular clothes, but now, especially that I'm in my third trimester, I just get so many maternity clothes. And I really recommend going to places like Burlington Coat Factory, Ross, Marshalls, even Walmart, even thrift stores, because you save a ton of money. Like this top, I don't know if you guys can see it. It's not one of my favorite ones, but I have a lot of graphic tees from Burlington, and they're the cutest, and they were under 10 bucks. And maternity stuff can cost a lot of money, you know, like just 30, 40 bucks for a basic top. I'm very frugal, and I can't do that. So, you know, go thrifting. You can find a bunch of maternity clothes, and places like Ross, Burlington, those have been awesome. I was obsessed with peanut butter for weeks, but I can basically eat anything now. A lot of protein. I'm not the biggest meat eater, but one of my favorite things has been meatloaf from Cracker Barrel and mashed potatoes. Oh my gosh. And Thanksgiving was amazing. I ate a lot of mashed potatoes and green bean casseroles, just anything homemade and savory. Little guy loves junk food. Of course, he loves, you know, chocolate, the sweet stuff, but I haven't really been eating a ton of it because I'm so worried about like diabetes. So I've been making sure I haven't been eating too much junk food or, you know, too many sweets. Just basically balancing everything out. Caffeine, I still haven't really been able to drink it. I'll maybe have one can of Coke that's like this big a couple times a week, if that. I do like coffee, but I have to get decaf, because even if I get a small coffee, I can drink maybe like half a thing of regular coffee and I'm just super irritable. Yeah, and that's not fun. It gives me too much anxiety. I'm just a lot more sensitive when it comes to caffeine and pregnancy. Apparently that's a thing. My friend is the same way, but I can drink up to 200 milligrams. I don't recommend it, but if it's not hurting you or the baby, you do you. But I can't even drink like 50 milligrams of caffeine a day. It just makes me too jittery. Speaking of jittery and caffeine, I feel like my little guy, he's so active, and every single week his kicks have been crazy. Every single week he gets stronger, and I can feel it in his kicks. Like, and he has so much energy. I don't understand how he has so much energy, because I rarely drink caffeine and he keeps me up at night. That's been wonderful. So I've been having insomnia at night because he never sleeps. He literally never sleeps. Even during the day when I'm running around, he's kicking, which is a good thing. You want your baby to kick all the time. But 20 weeks, I would say I really started to pop. Oh my gosh. I mean, I think 16 weeks, I thought I had this big belly, and then bam, 20 weeks, going into the 20s, my belly just grew and grew and grew. And if you were to see me in person, you would still say, oh, you're so small, you have a small little bump. But it's all baby. I can show you guys a before pregnancy picture, and currently, yeah, all baby in there. He's a happy, active baby, and second trimester was pretty awesome. Third trimester, it's a lot different already, and it's only been week 1. I will link my Amazon nursery baby registry down below if you guys want any ideas. I don't think I ever talked about what I put on my baby registry, but in the back we do have a couple of things. I was so good, guys, and waited until the 3rd trimester to buy baby something. I actually bought him this diaper bag, which is really cute, and then my aunt got a pack and play. My mom emailed a lot of people the baby registry. We're not able to have one in Texas or anywhere else because we're military and we just can't really travel right now, but everything's online. If you guys want ideas, I can link my registry down below. I'm getting excited and super nervous. I'm not gonna lie, I'm just anxious. I want to hold him, but at the same time, I know when he gets here, my whole life is gonna just change because I've never had a little tiny human, you know, to take care of, and just, I'm a worrier. All I can think about is, you know, doing my best to be a good mother and having everything that he needs, but everything's gonna work out. Stay in a good mood, not trying to worry too much, but yeah, just getting really anxious, especially in the 3rd trimester. I don't know when my next video is going to be up, but if you guys have any more questions, feel free to comment down below. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Happy holidays, happy Hanukkah, happy Christmas, whatever holiday you celebrate. I'm sending you guys all my good thoughts, prayers, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.